And it is time for an urgent real-time stock market forecast. We pumped really hard as we expected. 12 hours ago, literally just 12 hours ago, I told everybody, hey, we're going to bounce and go really hard, really fast, and create a big green dildo on the S&P 500, S&P SPX. Medium likelihood of doing so, and guess what we did? Let's follow along. Pump started here. Let's see how high that pump went. Wow, pump's even higher now. Said we're gonna pump this far, and we're just about halfway up the green line. And then if we go a little farther, and we're done. You wanna see both together? Let's take a look at both of them together. Here's the big arrow. Watch, wait, watch the big arrow. Watch what happens to the big arrow. Bam, it almost gets covered up by the actual real candle. That ended up hitting $4,093 and a little bit higher. How's that for prediction? Look at that, both of them together. Before and bam, there. Anyway, so what's gonna happen next? Here it is for clout. So now let's analyze what is going to happen next on that this chart right back here. I think it's this one. And the cool thing is, as this moves, crypto is going to follow anyway. So, but the problem with this leading crypto is that you can't do any leverage, you can't do any precision trades. All you can do is buy, sell, and buy and sell spot, which isn't going to make you a bunch of profit. If this thing moves 3%, crypto is going to make a 5 or 6% move. Whoop-dee-doo. We want to try and make 80%, 90%, 300% profit. So to do that, you want to come here. Bitcoin-signals.org for my high precision, high leverage, and absolutely precise 24-hour signals on crypto. What to buy, what to sell, when, why, what leverage to use, if you're going to use leverage at all. You don't even have to. Okay, so let's get back to this. This is bullish. As you can see, do you see that? Here, I'll draw it in. Ta-da, bet you didn't see that coming. But it's not as bullish as you would think. Well, what do I mean by that? What we normally want to see in a inverse head and shoulders, what we normally like to see is something that looks a little bit more like this, to be honest. No, not even that. Something more like this, to be honest. We want some acceleration here. We want faster buying up of the dip. This dip, you bought the dip really fast, and what ended up happening, there was a bigger dip. This dip, again, you ended up buying up really, really fast, but thank goodness we had a major pump. Bam, that's the kind of narrative we want. That's the kind of story that we want to see from a properly proportioned, properly proportioned inverse head and shoulders with three. How do I do this? What's the best way to do three? Point to three at the same time. Three inverse peaks. However, this one took a lot longer. This one didn't move as fast as we wanted it to, which means we just don't have that much buying power yet, which means we don't have that much FOMO. FOMO would have created a faster arc, would have created a faster cutoff, and bam, made a smaller right shoulder. But this thing is a huge fat right shoulder. It's not even the shoulder, it's more like a double-headed snake. The heads are the same size. So what does that mean? Well, we're probably going to do one of two things. You see that red line? We might actually go up to the red line. Why? We're going to need to zoom in to explain to you why. But let's zoom in. Let's do that. Let's go into the 1 hour candles and then the 30-minute candles. It should be enough to explain. The reason why it looks like we might actually go up to the red line, 4150, 4160. I'm going to leave this right here for clout, and so that we can take a screen capture. The reason why we might do that is because we have a rising wedge. We have a rising wedge here. I'm going to have to get rid of this blue thing so you can see the rising wedge better. Here. You can see it now, right? We have a rising wedge, but this rising wedge is a little weird What I mean by that is that normally rising wedges, they have a fake out bull trap breakout here, like this one did, except this one has two. This one actually has a double bull trap fake out on top, which creates a channel, which creates a blue dotted line channel. Let me strengthen that so you can see it better. There you go. Normally you would literally not have this. You would not have this. You would only have one of these things, and then it would actually dump. It would dump right back down to the bottom of this thing, right at where I have my cursor. It would dump right back down to here. But I mean, this was a double. Doubles, generally what that means is that, hey, we tried to do a fake out, but we didn't break underneath this. You know why? This is really subtle too. This is gonna get you. This is gonna really bite you right there. We had a tiny little breaker. We had a tiny little bear trap breaker right here, and that was enough to send the algorithms a signal to say, hey, we're not going to go underneath this black line. Isn't that amazing how computer algorithms work now? All you have to do is think like a computer, and you can predict what these things are going to do. It's so much simpler than trying to predict what humans are going to do. Anyway, isn't that cool? Just that little breakdown, it was enough to say, hey, we're not going to go underneath this black line again. We're just not going to try that again. So we didn't. Instead, we went over this up to this blue line twice. But as you can see, this dotted line, well, that was blue, it's black now. There's no other connecting points. There's nothing. There's nothing else. So it's not like, so there's only two touches here, one touch, two touch. When that happens, we don't create a full rising wedge. What I would have loved to have seen to make a real rising wedge is either this go away, this gone, but it's not gone. It's existing, so it's not like I can will it or imagine it away, right? Or another rising wedge, a real rising wedge would look something like this. It would have touched this dotted line here, touched this dotted line here, and then finally done. And then after about what? After one dotted line touch, two dotted line touches, three dotted line touches, fourth dotted line touch, what we would have done is break up and do a bull trap and then crash all the way back down. But we didn't do that. So now we have to look at this and say, what are we doing? Let's zoom back out and I will show you. Since we don't have a bull trap fake out on the rising wedge, we have two. We kind of need a bull trap fake out somewhere else, don't we? I mean, there's always a bull trap fake out. Where would be an even better place to do a bull trap fake out than this tiny little rising wedge? Where would be an even better place to do a bull trap fake out than this tiny little rising wedge? And yes, you got it right here. Wouldn't it be awesome if this inverse head and shoulders, which is a horrible inverse head and shoulders, actually did something like bloop, pumped up, and then just dumped really hard, back down, bam, and just crashed like this. And then finally did something more like this and created another neckline like this. Wouldn't that be cool? That might be what ends up happening. That is the current game plan right now. And these things always change. These things always change. This is not a forecast, this is a game plan. They're two different things. What I'm trying to do is figure out what all the possibilities are and then eliminate the ones that aren't going to happen. So when do you know if this theory, this game plan gets invalidated? Oh, you join me here at bitcoin-signals.org and at least join our Twitter, OTC_Bitcoin, because all the big signals, we tell you within about 3 or 4 minutes notice. We give our members, our premium VIP members at bitcoin-signals.org as much notice as possible, literally hours or even days notice, and we give you signals every couple hours, every couple minutes, buy, sell, long, short, what leverage, stop here, take profits here, close there, all day long. But if you just want the big signals, at least come to OTC-Bitcoin or OTC_Bitcoin on Twitter. And to get all the signals, bitcoin-signals.org. So basically, I'm expecting a little bit more of a continuation upwards a little bit more of a pump, and then a pretty nasty dump. For precise timing, bitcoin-signals.org. Oh, and there's a high-level master traders secrets video on the website. There's a link to it. Go there and you'll see it's about 50 minutes long. It's a 50-minute long video that explains all the secrets and tips and techniques and strategies of multimillionaire traders. Get it and learn it, because you're just wasting money left and right, and you're not capitalizing, you're not taking profits, and you're not making profits the way multimillionaires do. All you have to do is watch that video and you'll see things that you would have never thought of on your own. Let's make you rich.